Hi everyone, I'm Dodgers team historian Mark Langill, and today we have a very special guest. Aviva Kempner has produced a movie about a unique Dodger, and one that you may not be familiar with, but nonetheless very famous in the annals of baseball in United States history. It's called The Spy Behind Home Plate, and it's all about Moe Berg. And Aviva, welcome.
Oh, it's great to be here. And you know, it's interesting because Moe Berg's first team in 1923, which is why you might not have heard about it, was for Brooklyn, although the Brooklyn Robins.
Tell me about Moe Berg in terms of, you can look him up as a baseball player. Tell me, how did he become a spy? How does a ball player suddenly go to be a spy?
Well, actually, if you think about it, because he wound up in his last years being a catcher, it's not so far-fetched because the catcher is sitting there, you know, scoping out the whole area, doing the secret signals. It's sort of the go-between all the players. And if you're brilliant like Moe was, it wasn't completely a surprise. But what happened, he was the star player. Actually, back then he was a shortstop for Princeton. And they had scoped him out, the Brooklyn Robins. And as a very smart tactic, they also thought a Jewish player would do real well in the New York area.
If the film is a ball game, what point in Moe's life do we pick up on the silver screen?
Well, he did play for 15 years, and one thing he was a linguist that is very good if you're going to be a spy in Europe. He spoke maybe from 7 to 12 languages. The fact that he knew a lot of languages, he played for some years also in Washington, had already made contacts, and Nelson Rockefeller, who I believe had already known him from Washington, sought him out. We were very worried, America was very worried that the Nazis were having influence in South America. So they sent Moe with Nelson Rockefeller supposedly to be watching games and scouting out. But what they were really doing is checking if there was Nazi influence in Latin America. Once he had that training and experience, the OSS right after Pearl Harbor had been set up, and Moe was recruited to go in the OSS. I mean, this was a time where anyone who could contribute to the effort, and knowing languages was key.
Well, it's a very exciting project, and Moe Berg is obviously a great story. Thank you, Dodger fans. We hope that you enjoy, at least learn about Moe Berg, because in baseball history, you see the stats on the records and everything like that, but Moe Berg has just an amazing baseball life, and I really think that you're going to enjoy this film and learn the story. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing the film.
My pleasure.